12 Signs of a Low-Value Woman. If you're interested in learning how to recognize signs of a woman who may not be the right fit for a healthy and fulfilling relationship, you're in the right spot. In this video, we'll delve into the characteristics and indicators associated with such individuals, along with offering tips to help you identify them. By doing so, you can steer clear of potentially harmful and unproductive relationships. Stay tuned to discover common behaviors and attitudes that might raise concerns when it comes to a woman who might not be the best match for you. 1. Extremely needy and jealous. A woman with lower value in a relationship tends to frequently seek your attention and desires constant proximity. She may initiate up to 20 phone calls and send around 50 text messages in a day, expecting your immediate presence. In case you don't respond promptly, she may become extremely anxious and intensify her efforts by bombarding you with more messages and calls. Surprisingly, she might then express anger towards you for not being responsive. This is the kind of person who has difficulty accepting a negative response. She often insists on your company, even if the places she suggests aren't of genuine interest to you. Additionally, she may feel uncomfortable when you spend time with other people. 2. Overly concerned about looks. A woman with a lower sense of self-worth frequently places excessive emphasis on her appearance and the perception of others. She may devote extensive hours to daily mirror sessions, potentially succumbing to the misconception that a physical makeover is the sole path to being attractive and appealing. Consequently, this can lead to the problematic tendency to pursue procedures such as plastic surgeries, injections, and fillers, often resulting in an artificial appearance. Such individuals tend to have a superficial outlook and struggle to look beyond physical attributes, making it challenging for them to appreciate other aspects of you or your relationship. 3. Rude and has no manners. She's the type of individual who creates an immediate sense of unease when she walks into a room. She lacks tact and shows little concern for the feelings of those she might offend with her words or behavior. She tends to be outspoken, disruptive, and occasionally even unkind. This conduct reflects someone with a low self-esteem who also holds a less than favorable opinion of others. 4. Likes to play games. A woman with lower values in a relationship may engage in manipulative behavior and have no qualms about keeping you guessing, all the while giving the impression of genuine interest when, in reality, she's primarily focused on fulfilling her own desires from the situation. For instance, she might mention having a boyfriend but then engage in flirtatious behavior, leading you to believe she's open to dating. She'll encourage you to pursue her, feign interest in your interests, and make you feel like the time you spend together is exceptionally valuable, but it's all a facade. This kind of woman tends to prioritize her own needs over others and is primarily interested in using people for her benefit, discarding them when they no longer serve her purpose. 5. Frequently bored. A woman with a lower sense of value in her life typically lacks enthusiasm for most activities. She tends to be passive and frequently displays a sense of boredom. This lack of enthusiasm is evident when engaging in conversation, making plans, or attempting to have enjoyable experiences. She generally doesn't have hobbies, interests, or activities that captivate her attention. Additionally, she doesn't gravitate towards spending time with interesting people, as she doesn't have a particular inclination for acquiring new knowledge or pursuing exciting ventures. 6. Has difficulty managing her emotions. Women with lower relational value often exhibit emotional volatility. They tend to take offense easily and have a very short temper when faced with conflicts. When such a woman is upset, she typically can't find inner calm until she vents her frustration, and if you happen to be nearby when this occurs, you may bear the brunt of her anger. Regrettably, individuals who grapple with their emotions may not be ideal partners because they frequently introduce drama into the relationship. 7. Constantly seeks attention and approval. This particular woman consistently seeks to occupy the spotlight and craves validation, often even when it's unwarranted. She strives for people's attention, sometimes by donning eye-catching attire that grabs notice. Alternatively, she might attempt to make an impression by boasting about her accomplishments or successes. Her primary aim is to ensure you recognize her greatness, going to great lengths to make sure of it. While this can be entertaining at the outset, its charm diminishes over time. A woman with these tendencies desires affection and adoration but may not have much to contribute in return. 8. Lazy and materialistic. A woman with a lower sense of value often shies away from getting involved in tasks that require effort and typically isn't inclined to work hard for anything. She believes she should be treated like royalty but doesn't invest any effort to merit such treatment. Her preference is to receive things without putting in the work. This type of woman is unlikely to show genuine interest in your hobbies or passions. Her focus is solely on what material possessions you can provide. It's probable that she won't value anything that doesn't come with a price tag attached. 9. Overly controlling. A woman with a lower relational value tends to exert control over virtually every situation and can be resistant to you making independent decisions. She may attempt to dictate your actions, your destinations, and even the company you keep. Additionally, she might endeavor to establish guidelines for how you manage your finances. If you've never encountered this kind of behavior before, it may be challenging to discern when it's occurring, as it can initially appear quite innocuous. You might wonder if she's just trying to be helpful. However, if she consistently takes charge of every aspect of your life without allowing room for autonomy or breathing space, she is undoubtedly attempting to manipulate you into aligning with her preferences. 10. Has a bad reputation. A woman with a lower relational value often has a tarnished reputation, and while there can be various causes for this, the most prevalent ones are linked to harming others, having a track record of engaging in casual sexual encounters, and displaying dishonest, thieving, or deceitful behavior. If you're in a relationship with someone who carries a negative reputation, there's a high likelihood that she may eventually cause harm to you as well, whether it's in the form of physical, emotional, or financial damage, or even a combination of all three. 11. Never has anything nice to say about other women. If she consistently belittles other women, dismisses their achievements, or mocks them when they make errors, it's highly likely that she harbors a belief in her own superiority over everyone else. This kind of woman closely monitors the interpersonal dynamics within her circle of friends. She's the individual who's always privy to the latest gossip and eagerly shares it with you. In fact, she might even initiate a rumor or two herself, simply because it boosts her own sense of significance. 12. Doesn't have a plan for her life. Women who lack a clear life plan are frequently considered to have a lower sense of value. They lack a sense of purpose and tend to drift through life, relying on chance to bring about positive changes. If you're in a relationship with a woman of this sort, be cautious, as she may not be actively taking charge of her life. Instead of accepting accountability for her decisions, she may shift blame onto external circumstances or other individuals. In the end, the choice of whether the woman you're interested in is a suitable match rests with you. Utilizing the characteristics described here as a foundation for assessment is a valuable initial step, but remember to trust your intuition as well. If something doesn't feel right, it probably isn't. Be attentive to warning signs to avoid investing your time and energy in a woman who may not treat you well. If you're seeking a meaningful relationship, you deserve to be with someone who genuinely values and respects you. If you enjoyed watching this video, don't forget to like, subscribe and turn on the notification bell, so you don't miss any new videos. Let us know your thoughts about this video in the comments section down below, and feel free to stay and enjoy it until the end. Also make sure to check out our next highlighted video, and we will see you next time. Thanks for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe.